What's up, Evil Dead fans? I'm going to do my review. It's a little bit of a different video. A review on Prime 1 Studios Evil Dead 2 Sculpture. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a long video, probably about 15 minutes long. So, crack one open, Pepsi, beer, whatever you may have, because I'm going to review this turd. So, Evil Dead fans, as you know, if you're in any kind of Facebook page with dealing with Evil Dead or Army of Darkness, anything like that, you've seen the Prime 1 Studios Ash Evil Dead 2 kind of, I call it a huge paperweight on the pages. And so, before I get too far into it, let's do a quick look at what this looks like. Okay, so that's a look. As you can tell, it's very detailed. But, I'm going to give my honest opinion if you should buy this or not. The price is $1,500 fucking dollars for this paperweight. And the reason why I call it a paperweight is it is not accurate in the least bit. You can say there's a lot of detail to this model, this sculpture. But let's look at it really closely. If you haven't looked at it before, you can go back and you can look at all of, just look back at what I just posted or look it up online yourself. Prime 1 Studios, they tried to make it very accurate, but they really fucking dick the dog on this. Now, let's go over the obvious. The face sculpture is an Army of Darkness face sculpture. It is not Evil Dead 2. It is middle-aged Ash. It isn't young Ash. Also, one thing you notice, the boomstick is Army of Darkness as well. It's long and it's not as cut off as it is in Evil Dead 2. Number 3, and we're all talking about inaccuracies here. Number 3, what you're going to see is the shirt is not ripped up as properly as possible. Number 1, where's the left nipple? Where's the left nipple? You know in Evil Dead 2, there's a left nipple showing. It's ripped up here. The right side of his collar is ripped off and behind him. That is completely wrong. Number 4, what's wrong with this thing? There's no rips that I could see on the pant leg. That is not even there. So you have, let's go over this so far. So the pants are wrong. The shirt's wrong. The boomstick is wrong. The face sculpture's wrong. Oh, you get 2 more face or heads with it, which are all wrong. And let's go number 5. I think it's number 5, whatever. Number 5, the chainsaw is completely wrong too. It's not even detailed enough to where they could put darkening paint to actually fade it in. And they have these weird bolts next to the tank tops. What the fuck? It looks like shit. And the last but not least, the possessed deer head. Now the sculpt for the deer head looks great, but the horns are wrong. And this is one thing that's been pissing me off for the longest time. Let's go back to Ash vs. Evil Dead. It was filmed in New Zealand. They have stags there, which are smaller versions of elk. Now, if you watch Evil Dead 2, the deer head is an actual muley buck. It's a muley deer. That's what it is. It's not a whitetail, it's a muley buck, which their horns grow up and not out and around like whitetail. It is not an elk. So they based the horns or the rack on that possessed deer head off of the stag, which is also incorrect. Now, what drives me fucking nuts about this is everybody's hooping and hollering about how awesome this is. I honestly wouldn't pay a fucking dime for that piece of shit. Honestly. Now, I've seen and I've heard collectors who collect a bunch of stuff. Or they're just excited. They're ready to max out their credit cards for this. Don't fucking buy it. Don't spend a dime on this thing. I guarantee you, in the future, there will be something that will be more accurate. The NECA 25th anniversary Evil Dead 2 Hero Ash and Hero from the Sky Ash is more accurate than that turd. That thing is a big plastic piece of shit. It is terrible. I can't remember the name, Studio One or whatever. It's terrible. It looks like what they did is the boss told, some sculptor guy, whoever works for him, says, hey, we have the rights for this Evil Dead 2 deal. Build Ash in the cabin with Henrietta. Okay. It looks like he literally watched Evil Dead 2 once, referenced photos from the internet, and then watched Army of Darkness 30 fucking times. Because it is nothing that should be placed in an Evil Dead. That Ash should not be placed in an Evil Dead setting. Now, if you would take that figure and fix the shirt and fix the pants and have him standing above the pit in the medieval ages in Army of Darkness, yes, that would look good. It would look really good, but it is not correct. It is not right. It is, for somebody who takes a lot of pride, who is an Evil Dead fan, if you consider yourself, I'm going to throw this out there right now. If you're an Evil Dead fan, you need to do your research. You need to not just enjoy the movies. You can, of course, but if you're into collecting, if you're into buying or building, you really need to do your research on accuracy, because that thing is a gigantic $1,500 paperweight piece of shit. Let me show you what's accurate with that. I'm not going to cut this video because I'm pissed. Let me introduce to you guys Derpy Ash, the Todd McFarlane Ash. Now, this is on the same scale as that $1,500 paperweight piece of shit. Funky chainsaw, funky face sculpt. At least he's showing a little bit of nipple here, and the cuts are right on the shirt. The pants, cuts are wrong. This is at the same accuracy as that. Remember that. Don't max out your credit cards. Don't spend a dime on that. Okay, another example. Okay, right here, we have NECA's 25th anniversary Evil Dead 2 Ash. His face looks young. The right rips. Same in the pant leg. Chainsaw looks pretty damn good. It's really silvery though. But at the same time, it's very, very accurate. Yeah. And it boggles my mind. Somebody said on Facebook, on a different page I'm on, well, it was Bruce Campbell approved. Well, of course it is. You know why it's approved by Bruce Campbell? He don't give a fuck. He's getting paid. You really think he cares? If you look back, and nothing against Bruce Campbell, but if you look back in the early 2000s when he was doing Burn Notice and other things, when somebody in a convention would bring up Army of Darkness, or Evil Dead 2 or Evil Dead, he would ignore that. He would make a smart-ass comment because he was tired of that. Seriously, he was. So when it comes to that, he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't care. It's good. Because he's getting paid. If somebody was going to make a shitty copy of me and I was going to get paid for it, yeah, go ahead. Seriously. And this is my honest opinion. To any production company doing anything Evil Dead, or anything related to a franchise where you know you have hardcore fans, do it fucking right. Now, on that note, Trick or Treat Studios, they just came out with a pre-order of the Necronomicon from Evil Dead 2 with I think it's 32 pages, 32 or 36 pages filled. And it's the exact same size as a Necronomicon at a decent price. And it looks phenomenal. And it's affordable. And I pre-ordered my own because I would, seriously, if that Necronomicon was $300, I would still buy it because it's so accurate. That $1,500, I think it was a Prime One Studio. Who the fuck ever, that piece of $1,500 shit, I wouldn't even fucking blink twice. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, it looks kind of cool. Let me check it out. The first time I saw it, as a man, as an Evil Dead fan as well, who pays attention to detail, looks at that. As soon as I looked at a full photo of that, I'm like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. How much is it? $1,500? You're not getting my money. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. So anybody out there, if you've already pre-ordered it, enjoy it because it's a piece of shit. It's not accurate at all. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. You know, do whatever. Bring it in the bathroom, stare at it while you take a shit. I don't care what you do with it. Bring it to your grandma's house and go, hey, Grandma, what do you think of that? I don't really know what to think of that. You know, whatever. Do whatever you want with it. But, man, I'm just going to tell you right now, my honest opinion of that is it's not worth it. As an Evil Dead fan who pays attention to detail. Now, and I'm going to put all Evil Dead fans on notice with this. If you think that is awesome and that's accurate, you need to do a little more research. You need to do a little more watching the movies. Pay attention. If you're a real fan, pay attention to that. Now, if you're a person who has to buy everything, has a big bankroll of it, big bankroll of money behind it to buy that, go ahead, whatever. Enjoy that piece of shit. Have fun with that little statue, whatever, or paperweight, plastic paperweight. Have fun with it. But in my opinion, I wouldn't do that. And this is what drives me nuts. And this is what made my decisions when I decided when I retired from making chainsaws, who I picked. The 3 people I picked from giving away a free one. This is my decision. And I have not announced who they are yet, and I won't tell anybody who they are unless you are that person. This is what made my decision. When I saw that pop up, and when people who wouldn't pay $300 to $600 for a chainsaw, but would spend $1,500 on that piece of inaccurate shit, that's when I said, okay, they're not getting anything of mine unless they pay full price. Period. Because that is a disrespect upon me and other people and other builders. You know, what would I rather have in my home? Would I rather have a chainsaw that looks exactly like Ash's, that I could put in my collection, that looks really good, really groovy, where people go, fuck, that's awesome? Or I could have a $1,500 plastic paperweight when you have a real Evil Dead fan come in and look at it and go, oh, well, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. You know why they're going to say that? Because they're going to see all the inaccuracies right off the bat. So in my opinion, I wouldn't buy that turd. I would wait for the next best thing to come out because I guarantee you there will be something better. And I've been pissed about this for a long time, and I'm fired up. And I had a lot of little skits I wanted to do with this, but gosh damn, I don't even care anymore. In my opinion, don't buy that turd. Go to Trick or Treat Studios. Go to Trick or Treat. Dude, I just spit. I'm so pissed. Go. Gosh damn it. I'm not going to cut it out. I'm just going to let this fucker roll. But go to Trick or Treat Studios. Look up Evil Dead. Just look up Evil Dead 2. You'll find the Necronomicon either with blank pages or with filled in pages. It's only $89 as a pre-order, and it's a full size, full pages. You couldn't ask for more as a real Evil Dead fan. It's amazing. And Trick or Treat Studios, I won't spit when I say your name this time. If you're ever planning on doing a chainsaw, give me a call. I will help you guys out with that. And also, one more thing, guys. One more thing before I go. Since I am going to get that Necronomicon from Evil Dead 2, I will give away my Necronomicon. Sorry, Al, but you know what I'm talking about. I do have one person in mind. If they don't want it, I will give it away. If they want it, then they can have it. But if not, it will be given away with all the sweet pages that were done by Gothman. So, guys, in retrospect, don't buy that $1,500 piece of shit. Seriously, don't do it. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's a dumb decision. If you have all that money, if you max, a ton of money to spend, go ahead. But Don't max out a credit card on that because that's a very stupid decision. So, guys, until next time, stay groovy and keep your money for something better. Oh, and by the way, Adamant Creations, they're out doing a show right now at some kind of convention. They have chainsaws, prints, all kinds of stuff. I forgot where they're at. I'm sorry. But if you don't know where they're at, look them up on Facebook, Adamant Creations, or on Instagram, and they will tell you where they're at. It's somewhere in the northeast side of the United States. I think it's around, I don't remember. I think it's around Pennsylvania somewhere this weekend. But go check them out if you're around that region, and tell Alex and his girlfriend, I think her name's Alexandria, that I said hi. Hi, guys. Until next time, guys, you stay groovy. Oh, before I let you go, let me show you what accuracy is all about.